And we're here for another blind tasting. And any guesses as to what the theme will be?
I have so many guesses, but I just...
Because you can't eliminate
I'm just gonna let it play out, because I don't want to spoil anything, because I think I know.
Okay.
I think I know.
Well, Rick will tell us at the end if he did guess correct.
Japanese whiskeys.
Yeah.
Ikimasho.
See, we ate at a Japanese place tonight, and Cody's trying to impress us with his knowledge or lack thereof of Japanese language.
4 different words he can cycle through.
Okay, if you were leaving.
Arigatou gozaimasu.
Wow.
That's just a little taste for our international viewers out there across the oceans. Thanks for joining us again today. And
he got such a hot response when he said that on our way out.
All right, well, let's begin, shall we? Left or right, boys?
All right.
No comment.
You're getting like corny smell.
Oh.
Ugh.
You're like
Starting to smell pretty good.
I get like strawberry or blueberry or something.
Getting a lot of musty notes.
That too. Cinnamon, like woodsy, like library, dusty.
Yeah, it's like almost getting like a varnish. There's like a good woodiness to it with like kind of an oily texture and breadiness, like a little cinnamon bread. I think maybe.
Yeah, cinnamon
like
bread.
A little like apple,
Maybe.
apple.
Oh, yeah, let's say blueberry.
Something, like more of a bright fruit.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the fruit is. It's been a minute since feels like it's been a minute since we've done this, but it smells really good right now.
And then either corn or honey. Sometimes I can't tell quite. I guess more corn, but like not like a young corn.
I will say that there's some maybe slightly sweetened marzipan.
I would say that you're a dumb.
Wow. Gloves are off the table.
They're over there.
Because it's like I have some marzipan at home, and it's similar. It's like that, but it's slightly more sweet because marzipan is like an almond paste, and it's obviously a little nutty. But this is a more sweet side. I just got a whiff. Ooh.
He just has to always set up what he's gonna say.
Like
banana.
You think banana?
I just got some brown banana. Like it was kind of a right nostril deal going on there. I got some.
I don't
You
think
get
so.
the,
I think it's a
the
little.
cinnamon bread.
I think it's a little sweeter than that on the fruit side. Like I still think like green apple and something else. I don't know.
Try this. So smell it, and then as you're smelling, start like pulling away. Don't like stop smelling and then pull away. Smell and like pull back.
I'm gonna taste it.
All right.
Okay.
Taste away. How do you still have fruit flies down here? December.
You're imagining things.
There's like 3 of them over there.
I think you just bring them with you. It just tastes different than it smelled. Not as good, I think.
This train's best, dude. I'm getting like slight bread, honey, corn, aged. Just kind of on the light side for me.
And like, does it taste? I might just be associating it with something else, but does it taste sort of younger than you thought it was going to?
The smell was, I think, advertising a bit more of a complex bourbon than what I'm tasting.
It's kind of corn, and I feel like kind of like green apple peel that I get, where it's bright but not wholly like sweet tart, more like
It's not quite
fruit / vegetal sort of. It's not real vegetal, but just not like that super sweet apple.
It's like a red delicious apple. More starchy than it is sweet.
Alrighty.
It's Cooper the Pooper! Jingle, jingle.
Jingle,
Sorry,
jingle, jingle, jingle,
here's how
jingle.
we'll make it Christmas related. Is
Yeah.
have the jingle of the dog's collar.
The jingle of the dog's collar would be good right here.
You poured a lot.
Well, we were only doing 2 sets tonight.
Gotta make them count, boy.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm with Rick. I think a little bit of bread. It's I almost want to say it's like a sourdough. I always think that's like, God, it sounds like a beanbag. Anyway.
Yeah, it's a little not.
Actually, you know what? Not sourdough. This reminds me of this flatbread.
Hmm. Yeah, I can see it.
Especially because it kind of clears from your mouth. It's sort of pastiness bread.
Like a hint of cinnamon, but not a sweet cinnamon. A little bit of corn. A little bit of apple peel. And like a little bit of, like, I could see marzipan, but like not like almost like a bitter marzipan, almost like a bitter almond paste. It's not really sweet.
Yeah, the sweetness
It's
I
almost-
think was more the smell.
It's
than
almost
the
more
taste.
bitter than it is anything else.
Yeah,
Just a hint.
It's like you know,
There's a little
it's like
oak too.
it's like you know, baking flour. It's like it's like kind of bitter, but pasty and starchy. Marzipan.
It's a letdown
Yeah.
from how it smelled.
Yeah, so far I would agree. We'll see how it tastes on round two, but
just kind of bitter, really.
Cooper, chill out.
He's
Yeah.
a puppy.
Jangly ass.
He's just a child.
We love you, Cooper.
Come here.
That's so hard.
Choking at that.
Come.
Sorry, dude. I'm sorry. Here we go. Okay. There you go.
That's
Don't you
better.
feel better all naked? Yeah. It's all right. Number two.
All right.
Butterscotch.
Ooh, yeah.
Ooh. Oh, I've smelled this before. Where have I smelled it?
That other bourbon that you loved. It's like corn and butterscotch pudding.
It's like a. Damn it. Like candy cane or something?
Like a corn and butterscotch candy pudding.
Yeah, now there's. Take one sound, replace it with a way worse sound.
Second, if I got a lot of strong peanut smell.
Another sound device has been removed from play. There's still. God, there's a. It's like a. I don't know, some sort of spice or like. It's almost like. It's like. Not coconut. This one actually smells more like marzipan than the last one.
Maybe that's why.
Like it's like a.
No, so I got the butterscotch, and then but last I said was like a heavy peanutty smell, but maybe that's what I'm smelling is the
Almond
like
instead.
what?
It's like honey roasted.
I don't-
There's something else going on here, and it's gonna drive me nuts if I don't think of it.
To me, well, I would say it smells like peanut shell to me.
Everything you guys are saying, and then there's that one extra. Like there's something off.
Corn, butterscotch, marzipan. I'm not tricky.
Mmm. Oh, that's good. Oh, that's sweet. It's not as oily. And it's not as thick as like the Angel's Envy Rye.
A little hot.
Hotter than the first.
I don't know. Still get like butterscotch, but and corn, I guess, but it's all, like sort of one note.
A little bit of root beer.
Me and root beer, and maybe I'm crazy. Maybe I feel like some like red licorice at the end, on the back end.
Yep. This is much deeper than the first one. The first one is like light and airy compared to this one. And this one's still bright. It's bright flavors, but it lasts much longer. And it's not all alcohol burn. There's a long alcohol burn, but there's flavor all throughout the aftertaste. So it's got a nice, good finish, and I think a lot of complexity. No, I won't say a lot of complexity, but it has complexity.
Look at this handsome boy.
Let's check out this beard oil, everybody.
Ah.
So that shiny sparkly there, like it's like Christmas tinsel wrapped on his face.
Just for
A
you.
beardo. Sugoi.
At a certain point, when do we cross the line into racist, Cody? That's the question.
Right there.
That's what they do. Like
I-
half their words are like orange is like
Okay,
orange-
now it's racist.
Orange too.
Is it? Okay, smell it again, Rick. Is it? I'm not familiar with the smell, but is it sassafras? Because there's something. I don't. Well, it could be molasses.
I feel like molasses would be closer. It would pair well with the cola smell, or the
Or maybe throw in a little root beer
root beer. That's
or
what it-
licorice.
There's a little honey in there too. Better on the whatever sip that was.
And what I haven't mentioned is the wood. The wood here makes this separates this from the first one a lot. There's a nice wood note.
I didn't get
Starts
as
about
much oak on that one.
compared to number one, like about 25% into this sip, I get a distinct wood note that lays a foundation for the rest.
Went back to one. Almost tastes a little more fruity. Almost like that Buffalo Trace kind of fruit cocktail-y kind of note at the end. On the finish.
I'll go back to one when it's time to go back to
No.
one.
Granted,
I also just had one again.
the rest of the flavor is bland, but like
Yeah.
the finish is actually kind of more fruity.
Yeah, we'd said Red Delicious before because it's like it's not a great apple. It's a bland apple. It's not your first pick. Okay, are we going on to 3 here?
I think so.
Smells a little darker than the other two.
Darker, like plum,
It's like a
black
little
cherry.
graham cracker-y,
I like the black cherry.
like graham cracker gingerbread-y note in there. Like a black cherry pie on a graham cracker crust with drizzled dark chocolate on top.
I'm not getting so much of the graham cracker though.
Smells good. It smells more up my alley than the other two, I think. A little darker.
Some char, more specifically charcoal.
Smell Ricky's shoulder and then go back to it. That's what I
Okay.
did. That's what I did.
I bathe every day,
Oh,
ladies and gentlemen.
you
The
know, like,
fruits of my labor.
smelling it helps me smell. Wonder what.
Not a bad way to live. Wouldn't you agree?
I don't know. To me, it's not as aromatic as 2.
No, it's just darker and I feel a little more.
Maybe,
complex.
yeah, maybe slight dark chocolate. Dark fruits, dark chocolate,
Ricky, you get the first sip on number 3.
with a little bit of graham cracker. Kind of.
Should I be disappointed?
Oh, I like that.
Mm.
Oh, now I'm excited.
It's very, like, dark.
Mm.
It's like
Yeah.
oaky.
It's almost, yeah, oaky, and it's almost fudgy.
Chocolate.
It's like slightly
Bit
burnt
of the-
chocolate.
A bit of the dark fruit.
Seemed, I'll have to go back through, but seemed to have a little bit of a richer mouthfeel as well.
Mhm.
Yeah, I just went back to 2, and 2 is like toasted bread. Doesn't have as nearly as much of the whatever chocolatiness of this one. It's a lot more dry compared to this one.
Yeah.
Would you say it's kind of plum, I guess? Maybe?
Chocolate covered plum.
I can dig it. I had some plum wine tonight at our restaurant.
That was sweet. Pretty good. It's hard to do these sometimes. You can't really, I can't really determine too much of like the quality of like what we're having. Might be able to pick out what's better, surprisingly, but I might not have like these are what, like $40-ish, you know, and then they're like 150.
Yeah.
It's kind of hard for me to determine like is this really complex, or
What tier it would be on? Like,
especially when I haven't had anything else in the night, and then we just start off and I'm like, yeah, I don't know what tier this is. That's pretty good.
I agree.
It's hard for me to explain. Very rich and developed flavors,
it's cakey.
but I wouldn't necessarily say that there's like a ton of them, you know? I'm like, oh, there's
Yes.
like apple, and then there's plum, and there's graham cracker, oh, and there's some of that, and then, oh, there's maybe some of this too. It's like 3 or 4 flavors in there, but they're like really well developed, like,
Yeah.
it's like
This-
flavorful,
Rich.
smooth. It doesn't taste young. It tastes
So what I'm-
rich.
And
Where I'm
rich.
gonna go with it is that I would say that 3 is rich. 3 is the richest of the first 3 that we've had so far, based on initial impression. 2 to me, I still probably like more. To me, it's a little more complex to me. But 3, because I think there are more flavors going on in 2, whereas 3 has fewer flavors, but they are richer and they're probably deeper. But We'll come back. We have time to revisit that. So let's go on to 4.
All right.
I don't want to. I
Let's
want to
do
dwell
it to
in the
it.
past.
Wow. Well,
I don't want to face the future. It's scary.
It's a scary place. Let's go back in our box, right? Butter. Whoa. What happened here?
That had a little too much.
What's the word?
I was like, it ended up spilling some on my mustache.
Mm.
Is this like breadier to you? Like,
I think so.
This to me is buttered bread. But it's not white bread, it's like buttered wheat bread.
Cornbread.
what were you gonna say?
Like
a
more moist.
A moist.
Kind of like the sweeter cornbread.
It smells moist, guys.
I don't know. To me, this is dry.
You're really smart.
I got my GED at 28.
This is all
I'm so off base.
Sorry, South. We don't condone this, man. We apologize.
Don't worry.
I condone myself.
I hold myself in contempt.
I hold myself in contempt!
Without getting copyrighted.
Jim Carrey, man. Before he went all crazy.
And that soaring music supposed to be like taken seriously.
I'm kicking my ass! Do you mind?
Red, like well spinning!
Silly.
Yeah.
Ricky, hey Ricky. It's the claw!
The claw! Oh! That's not what he did! He didn't do that to the child in the movie.
Maybe he should have. Maybe it would have been more interesting.
Okay, I need help identifying the herbal note
Okay.
that I'm smelling. It is, I want to say clove at the moment. It's like just barely minty, but it has an aspect of something herbal and vegetal like clove, and it's
Almost like an anise, but
I don't know my spices. Maybe tarragon. Does that sound right?
thyme. No.
Like a mint jelly for your leg of lamb. Oh, Adrian's 20 seconds in the future.
Cody already started.
Cody is 20 seconds in the future.
Sounds like Ricky's 20 seconds in the past.
tastes a little more minty than it smelled.
Yeah, definitely the back end. Maybe dill?
It's like corn and mint or something. I don't know. It's okay. It's sort of like the first one, if the first one had richer flavors.
Woo! Yeah, like it's like a kind of afterthroat thing for me. Like the mintiness is like slight burn in my throat.
I just got a little
Allspice.
on the back end. I got a little peanut shell, almost like a little Jim Beam taste, but it's not that present. But it's that note, but more subdued in the background.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah, there's more going on in the back end than the front end.
You know.
I'm gonna compare this to one because one is. I'm not sure which
I
one's
bet
which
one's
one is
way
like.
fruitier.
Well, yeah, but I'm not sure which of these is like which of these is least like the rest of the group. And that would be a toss up between 1 and 4 right now for me.
I'd say it's 3.
There's a fair case to be made for each of these being the most unique. Honestly, going back through it.
Wrong.
Yeah.
No.
Wrong.
Well,
okay. Dry bread, butterscotch, dark, mintiness.
Wrong.
Well,
rest my case.
Well,
I guess not every bourbon has a single note of flavor.
Okay, so
oh.
So, buddy, here.
So then that happened.
Here.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna have a full recovery.
we think he's gonna make it. So as we all agreed unanimously, all of these are equally distinct from each other, and just because one is Cody's favorite doesn't make it the most unique.
Yeah.
So,
what kind of sense will that make, ladies and gentlemen? What I can tell you guys is I cannot wait to go back through these and see what I might have missed first time around.
Do you have a favorite at the moment?
I think 3. Man, 2's pretty good too.
Gosh, why does that smells like so herbal compared to the other 3?
Maybe teas, green tea, or
You know, that's not a bad possibility. Because it's not really clove. Clove is kind of there, but that's a strong note that I recognize that. It's not quite clove. Green, I think you're right? God. Detective
I did.
Reynolds on the case.
The world's greatest detective. Look how Batman.
Well, side note, don't move your chair up and down like a dumbass while there's a dog on here.
Okay. Can't remember last time we did 1 through 4. Second time around, but we'll do 4 through 4, 3, 2, 1.
Actually, I smell the peanut this time.
That green tea. I'm going with that. Not to say there isn't peanut shell.
With the buttered bread.
Yeah, it doesn't really taste as much like that herbal smell. It might be a little bit there, but yeah, it tastes to me more like kind of like a buttered wheat bread.
I feel like it's buttered wheat bread with a peanut shell that was dunked in soy sauce. It's got a little air, you know, like some of those bourbons we've had that were like, you know, there's like a teriyaki or soy saucy kind of note, you know?
Yeah.
Got that, but just hardly at all.
A peanut, like if you've ever had green peanut shells, like where they're not quite ripe. It's not as dark now.
Yeah, a little more like a little confectionery smell.
Why does that happen?
Yeah, it's so
The
different.
wonders of the human mind.
Like, there might still, yeah, I think there's still a remnant of plum, but it's,
And chocolate, but
yeah.
not so dark.
Still smells good though. A little pepper note, slightly.
I think I wanted to say that the first time, but I was like, timid. Are they gonna make fun of me if I say black pepper?
Rick, we have never
And-
made fun of you so long as we've known you. So
I-
why you would think that?
I know. What is?
There's a
Like,
little black pepper aspect, dark chocolate. A little more burn than last time.
Mixed with the confectionery aspect.
Not quite as good for the second time around, but
You don't think so?
no. But still pretty good.
It's not as, it's just not as strong as the first time. I'm getting more like cinnamon this time. And it's actually, it
Some
makes me
kind of
think of a
sweeter.
cinnamon stick.
I moved on to butterscotch boy. Butterscotch boy.
Ricky's just barely getting.
No, I mean
Through
he's
it, you're
moving
already-
at the speed of light here, and I'm just trying to go at a normal pace for our audience.
For our audience.
For our audience.
For our audience. Definitely getting
To say together.
more of an herbal note on this one than I had. It's got butterscotch, but on the back end it's green tea for me.
Now I'm not getting that extra note I was talking about before.
I'm still getting the peanut shell, dude.
On 2?
Yeah.
I mean, peanut shell can lend itself to a lot of notes. I don't.
Maybe
It doesn't stand out to me here.
Maybe I'm getting my nuts mixed up. Maybe it's like almond or something.
Are you sure it's not peanut shell?
I've been in my fair share of Texas roadhouses where they have peanut shells everywhere. So, hey, Adrian, can you hand me some Triscuits over there? Or
I sure can, Ricky. Alright, so we're going to do a clean cut there. We're back to doing this. We all just had, or not Cody, Rick and I just had Triscuits.
yeah,
So
Good
let's see,
job.
that might change
Oh, yeah.
how we smell and taste these.
I actually just had one. A sip.
Of 2?
Mm-hmm.
Did it change anything?
Get that strong peanut taste, man. That peanut shell. You guys don't want to admit is there.
I'm getting a little bit more leatheriness than before, but it's still mostly just butterscotch.
I do get on the back end ever so slightly of a green tea note. It's not strong, but it's just
Did
like
we just drink a little bit of 4 or no?
4. I mean, 4 is the green tea king out of these 4, but there might still be traces of it in other ones.
Yeah.
What's happening? Uh-oh. Ricky's become 6 eyes.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
You
Double
can't take me
division.
on. You can't take me on. Too many eyes for you. I see your every move coming, baby.
like
Alright, let's go back to 1.
All right.
So glass 1.
Soundtrack.
smells better. Well, it doesn't smell better because the first time we smelled it,
Oh, there's
it
that
smelled
fruitiness,
good.
baby. There's that fruitiness.
That we didn't get on the first taste at all, really. Or we got like I got like slight apple, but yeah. Again, I'm getting that like Buffalo Trace fruit cocktail, but
these videos without Adrian.
talk about third wheel.
Yeah.
I hate you guys.
Like a third like triangle.
Remember
2 wheels on a triangle.
Remember
It's
when
the
I
third.
said I would get here at 4 and they didn't get here at 4:30?
No, you didn't. You didn't say you'd get here.
Oh
at 4.
come on, Ricky!
I
You don't
said,
have to get
let's
here
do 4. Rick's like,
4:30.
I'll think about it, and got offline.
Like I
Does
can
that
do.
sound like a yes?
I can do.
He
4,
got offline afterwards.
I can do
Say yes
4:30.
to
Andrew's
the
like,
draft.
oh come on, Ricky, you can do 4:30. Rick shows up at 3:50. Andrew
Oh,
goes here at 4:40.
Wow.
That's how I took it.
Thank you.
I've known this man
I'm surrounded by
30
slanderers,
years.
by slimy scumbags.
It's definitely more fruity on the second time. It's better by quite a bit to me on this try.
It's a better apple than that other one that we were talking about. I can't remember which one we said had the Red Delicious. This one's like a maybe a golden crisp apple.
You take that back.
That's high praise. You know what, Cody? I'll take it back. But I can't
It's
think
like
of.
a Fuji or something.
Okay.
I don't know.
Well, there's still a breadiness, but the cinnamon, like sweet, like like a pastriness of it to me is dialed back quite a bit, and it's now more dough than.
Along with the simplicity, there's a slight, like, almost bitterness to it.
Kind of blah.
Mm.
It's like what?
Blah with a hint of fruit.
We're gonna A/B these, and we'll be
Fuck,
right
fuck,
back
motherfucker.
after these messages.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
No copyright law.
That's not. An
Nobody-
interstitial before commercials is not.
Nobody from the 90s gives a if we say that. Nobody's gonna sue us.
Come at us, bro.
Butterscotch.
You've become
smells.
quite a champion, I gotta say, man. You're coming up with good notes. You're
trying.
drinking all your
Look at you,
own
Ricky.
stuff.
Hey,
I'm
think about
trying.
this,
You're
Ricky.
spending more at the liquor store than we are.
Think about
I'm trying.
You
I've
know,
even
five.
touched
Think about 5 years ago.
the
Ricky.
product that I bought. Going through all 4 of them, man, number 1 is just such a typical bourbon. It's just such a...
Cody, you have a lot of your
Anytime.
bourbon left.
Look at this!
You have 4 times as much left as either of us. Damn you. God damn you.
Can you celebrate a little bit? Or
Can't
it's
you
the
not
holidays.
be a bitch for
You
5 seconds?
You started your diet in the wrong time of the year, pal. Because
No,
this is the
'cause-
time of the year you're supposed to be eating and drinking a
'Cause-
lot of stuff.
And then after that, we have
What did you
Christmas.
just do? Ricky!
I want to see what they taste like.
Madness! He's
All
mixing them all
4.
together.
I like sliced cheese and maybe some like pickles.
Open face, boy. That's the secret for sloppy Joe. Adrian almost killed me trying to argue that.
No. The argument wasn't that would be good. The argument was that
Here we
nobody had
go.
ever heard of it.
Yeah.
And you're like, dude, everyone makes these.
Open face.
No, they don't.
not everybody makes those, but
Yes, it was.
No, it was
That was
everybody-
the argument.
The
You're like,
argument
you guys
is
have never
no.
made an open face
Backtracking.
sloppy Joe.
No,
Or like, no.
No,
nobody
the argument
does
was that. Well, no.
It doesn't mean it's bad, and it might be better, but nobody makes
Let's
that.
not argue
except
about
your
that.
house.
We'll agree to disagree what
Are
we
your
originally
arms
agreed
tired?
to disagree
We
about.
definitely did not argue.
Are your
About it
arms
being good or
tired
not.
from moving the goalposts so
Well, I wouldn't-
well, Cody? Or...
Yeah. I wouldn't argue about whether
I'm
something
just
was
kidding.
good that I had
I'm not
tried.
arguing whether it was good. The argument that I remember was that nobody nobody has eaten or
An
nobody
open
knows
face
what
sandwich
an
of
open
any
face
kind?
sandwich.
No, no. I would never take a position that broad.
Well,
That's
we're gonna
crazy.
have to agree to disagree on what
No,
we
you're
originally agreed to
You're
disagree
a
on.
bastard.
That I wanted to bring up. And the final one that we'll end on, which is bringing the video back.
Dude, all four of them together taste really good.
That we were bringing, that we can bring the video back on, assuming that it's still rolling, Adrian. You may
It
check.
is.
What I was going to say, you said that with the green tea, and I didn't really ever agree at any point with the last one on that. But what I will say, and I don't even remember if I'm pretty sure I've had it, is that the number 4, not green tea, but gunpowder tea. It's kind of like what you would think, like gunpowdery, like
Gunpowder.
For 4?
yes. I'll go first.
Go for it.
Alright.
Easily 3,
Yeah.
then 2, then 4, then 1.
Same, actually.
Man. Am I going to be an asshole or not? I mean, it doesn't matter. The order's decided. But I'm going to say 2, 3, 4, 1.
Asshole!
Yeah.
No, I figured that's what your order.
I know. I think you gave it away pretty early. But
Could drink your bourbons, you
I'm
3.
enjoying them.
3. I can't deny that 3 is very good. But 2, I think it's just a profile thing. I'm just a 2 guy. That profile disagrees with me.
It's lighter.
And I, like with when we did the Rise, like I really liked Angel's Envy more than you guys did. So like I just like butterscotch, I guess.
The butterscotch flavor, where we've like immediately recognized it. This and the Angel's Envy.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a different, because like I have Werther's over there, and those are butterscotch, but like this is different. Those are kind of like caramely, dude. This is like like heavy butterscotch.
So no matter what, the order is your guys's, which was 3, 2, 4, 1.
Oh, yeah, baby.
So the loser. Oh no!
Oh, God, this is the high profile. This is gonna be the YouTube channel killer. This is gonna be the one that ends our
guys,
YouTube
it was
channel.
fun while our channel lasted, but
Yeah,
we just voted last place
yeah.
unanimously. Weller 12.
No, it's not surprising.
It's not surprising to the extent that it's a 45
And,
proof
hey,
Weller
I'm
that
gonna-
gets on all the
Yeah.
time.
Ricky, pat me on the back very hard.
Yeah, you
Harder.
got the Buffalo Trace.
Hard.
You got it.
I'm very I will take that one. I'm not ever right, but that one I'm surprised. Because it's barely there. It's mostly corn.
4 is Bernheim, which is not a bourbon. It is a wheat whiskey.
Ricky, read it. See if it says gunpowder.
2 is Maker's Mark
Mhm.
Creamy Pumpkin Pie. That is an Ohio Private Select variant.
So it's only sold in Ohio?
Yes.
You, Ohio.
Wow!
I guess we don't get the good stuff. Huh?
What?
Okay, so number 1 is the only one that came in a box, which is Rebel. 10-year
Rebel,
single
Rebel.
barrel.
Yeah, that one's supposed to be good.
You've
So-
torn your dress.
I didn't get any peanut off of that one, surprisingly.
I really thought
It's like
that
the only one I didn't get peanut on.
now Weller, the ballot was stacked against it a little bit in terms of its proof. The Rebel's 100 proof, the Weller's 90 proof, Bernheim is what 90, but the Maker's Mark is
That one
like
seemed the hottest.
Maker's Mark is 108.9, so that's the highest proof.
Mm.
And I guess the pumpkin was pumpkin, not butterscotch.
Gee, what could the theme be? This is welcome to Weeded
It
Bourbons
was Weeded
4.
Bourbons 4,
Or at least
yeah.
Weeded Whiskeys. technically.
Exactly my choice before
Ricky, see,
I
damn it.
caught it.
Bernheim. I see this on a lot of lists of like, oh, you're looking for a weeded. You want something that's affordable, that's good. It's not technically a bourbon, dude. Weller 12. The Weller 12. I got that in Michigan from a store. I have been waiting to on that. Weller 12. There's no way it's worth the money and the price people want for it. It's 45 goddamn proof, Ricky. Like Weller Antique, I like. Weller Green, it blows.
Mhm.
This is the same proof. It is the Weller Green, except it's like twice as old, and it just lost to Bernheim Whiskey. What frickin' $28? The Bernheim, Ohio. The creamy pumpkin pie. This is one of them.
I didn't
Randomly.
catch Maker's Mark on it.
Well, I mean, butterscotch and confectionery notes are
Dude.
pretty typical for the Maker's Mark.
I always say cinnamon roll.
You know how like you go to, if you went to your S&V right now, they'd have sweater weather. It's like the Maker's Mark Private Select. It's basically cask strength, but it has like it's a store pick or it's a state pick.
Private Select. Well,
This is a state pick of a
I just
Maker's Mark
forgot
cask
that
strength.
Private Select existed because nobody buys those.
Yeah.
It's just
Okay.
it's
What
so,
did you
like, baseless.
Rebel 10? The 10-year. How much of that is? Would you say that's better than how much of your shelf?
I mean, my shelf's pretty top notch. It's better than yours and
Sure.
yours.
That Mountain Dew Supernova, that Mountain Dew Purple Thunder you have is pretty
Like,
excellent.
Yeah.
half of it, maybe. I'll just go.
I give an A minus.
Well, let's start with this. How much better was 3 to you than 2, 3, and 4? Was it like 3 was like miles ahead of 2?
Quite a bit. Quite a bit.
Yeah,
Quite a bit for Cody. Quite a bit for Rick.
for sure.
Okay, 4 was
It's
the third.
basically
Yeah,
3 was
this-
very far ahead, fairly far
Then the
ahead.
rest
Okay, so-
were
and
close.
1 was fairly far behind.
They're pretty.
Oh my
they're
god,
closer
this
to me.
This one sucks and this one doesn't. But
Interesting.
Mhm.
Well, that's we had a completely different experience there. Obviously, I picked 2 as number 1, but 2 and 3 to me were very close. 4 was a big step down from 2 and 3. 1 was a fair step down from 4.
I wouldn't do that.
What? So,
It's still good for
what are your
its
thoughts on you
hard.
have a Rebel cask strength over there?
It's better than that.
Well, okay, but I mean, is it close or like what word you think this Rebel is much better?
I think so. I'll take a swig.
Okay,
It's gonna
fair
go
enough.
D, but
I will
Yeah.
say Cody's
Trying.
grades accord with what he was saying. Rick's because you were like, oh, 3 is way better than 2, then you gave them 1 mark difference. Just so you know, Ricky. Just so you know.
Man, things change a lot.
Just so you know, you're a son of a bitch.
I
That's
know.
all. That's all. And you.
This memory of mine
don't
is,
let you tell anyone who to be, Ricky. You stick to your
You are
guns.
so precious to us.
pew
Ricky.
pew pew pew.
Thanks
Yeah.
for watching.
Thank you for watching. Who here remembers in the old days of the internet the Star Wars rap
Mm-mm.
between Yoda and Darth Vader?
No.
I don't remember
Is that
much of it,
famous
but I
rap
remember
It's
battles or
E-Bomb's World.
Nine
That
Grain.
would make the perfect sandwich. You guys, I didn't show you guys this ASMR video. I saw this Irish guy. He's like a big deal in Ireland. He's like a sportscaster for like football. They're, what the rest of the world calls football, we call soccer. And he makes basically he just makes a ham sandwich, and he just goes through all the ingredients. Bread, a sandwich was never meant to be triangular. I like to cut it across like a square field, like a good football field.
I assume he's just taking the piss. Not being serious.
Oh, he was definitely serious.
Oh.
He's very serious. The thing, of all the things in the world to care about, this guy cares about what direction you cut the bread to make your sandwich.
Yeah, I've been there and
Yeah.
I've been there multiple times.
I'm not getting that. I don't.
Okay.
I'm sorry. But I have completely 180 on how I smell this, so I could be wrong now.
I
Ricky,
cannot
what about-
wait for the bottle to come out, and I'll read the description. It'll say peanut.
The bottle's
It'll say
made entirely of peanut shells. This bourbon.
says prime tasting note penis shell.
It just says peanut shell on the bottle. I'll remind you.
At the Penisington Cooperage. We pride ourselves in prime penis shell.
We find that a lot of bourbons have lost their penis shell notes, and we want to restore that.
This one is
It's
this one has a slight
it's
burn.
just
at the
a-
end.
You'll have to re-say it in a second.
It's just a euphemism for just an analogy for penis foreskin restoration.
This is a weird campaign
Penising-
to stop
at
to
penis-
stop circumcision.
At Penisington Distillery.
Tally,
Tell me a good
no, wait.
standard Triscuit.
Ta-
Pretty good.
Tallywhacker,
It's the
putbacker.
best.